Hello and welcome to Tom Talks Tech, the series where the name is better than the content. Did I? No? Did I admit that? Okay, maybe I did. So, what are we talking about today? Well, today we're going to cover a topic that's been around for some time, proxies and VPNs. I think most of us are familiar with the topic of proxies and VPNs and what they are, and their main aim is to either disguise where your traffic is coming from or to hide your traffic from some sort of network inspection, or sometimes both. Of course, proxies and VPNs have skyrocketed in use in recent history, largely due to the introduction of the Online Safety Act in the UK. Proxies and VPNs have been around for a long time, well over 20 years. And in all that time, they've been the bane of the lives of many IT admins in schools, because proxies can hide what young people are doing online, and they're a good way for them to bypass filters and get onto games and so forth. Proxies haven't really changed a great deal in that time, apart from getting a little harder to spot. But the ways proxies are distributed have changed quite a lot. Today, proxies are distributed quite frequently in small, closed groups that are referral only. They're often shared in Google Docs, which are invisible to the outside world because they're only shared with a small number of people. In order to get into those groups, you usually have to share a proxy, so it's a like-for-like trade. This keeps a thriving group of proxies running at all times. And because it's a small group, it's really hard for any analysis done by web filtering companies and similar to spot these proxies. The first line of defense in school safety is often a domain or URL filter. But a domain or URL filter is not particularly useful against the modern proxy, because these proxies are only in use by a small number of people. So the domains don't get out there very easily, and they're very hard to spot. Additionally, because they're only in use by a small number of people, they're able to run on very little hardware. This means that they can run on VMs on the free tier of services like Heroku or AWS, and can be created by young people themselves without need to resort to a credit card or a paid service. This allows young people to share these proxies amongst one another and keep producing new ones for very little money or for nothing at all. This proliferation of difficult to find proxies means we can't keep on top of it with a list of URLs. Additionally, because they are shared in Google Docs, which can't be easily banned, and these docs are opaque to outside viewers, the sharing is extremely effective. So what can we do about proxies? Well, this is where real-time content filtering comes in. With a real-time filter, when a Google Doc containing a list of proxies is opened, we can see in real time what that content is. We can see that it's a list of proxies, and that can be blocked. And additionally, when we visit a proxy, this proxy is going to be constructed of one of about 5 or 6 bits of software. And these bits of software don't change over time. Their fingerprints are identical. So regardless of the domain or URL the proxy is living at, we're going to be able to spot that proxy. That's where a real-time filter that can see the data as the student downloads it is essential in keeping on top of the game of whack-a-mole that is proxies online. Well, that's it for another episode of Tom Talks Tech. I hope you found it useful. If you are struggling chasing down proxies in your environment, it may be that your filter isn't capable of real-time content filtering, or it may be that it's not configured properly. Either of these things is fairly easy to rectify, and if you need a bit of help, please do drop us an email or give us a call, because that is exactly what we're here for. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time.